Hello. How's everybody doing? I'm a little bit sore. So, um, this is not the beginning of my healing journey. I'm on day 4 now, post op, uh, from having a panniculectomy and lipo and um, abdominal reconstructive surgery. So, there's a couple of things that I've seen on videos I've watched and read about from others that have done the same path as me and got several procedures done at one time. And one of the recurring issues I've seen is that females are not satisfied with the results that they get after their procedures. And understandably so, it's oftentimes not covered by insurance. It's not cheap. So you're paying a lot of money and putting a lot of time into a procedure with an expectation in the end to look exactly how you imagined you should look. And while I can understand that, I also think that it's very wrong. Um, Everybody's not going to have perfect results or ideal results. There are going to be variances of the outcome for every single person, um, depending on a lot of factors. So, how do you take care of yourself? What kind of environment do you live in? What kind of food do you eat? Were you physically active before going into surgeries? Or were you know, maintaining healthy hygiene? Simple things like that. So, one of the things that I noticed in the females that were complaining about not liking the results after their surgeries was that they didn't feel they were as flat as they should have been or as flat as they were hoping they were going to be once the healing had completed. So my observation is that the females that I saw did videos from the very beginning of their journey. So, like, they show you oh, this is me, this is what I'm not happy with, and then they show you the process of going to a doctor, getting a consultation, seeing what procedures they can take, and deciding what they want to do, all the way through actually getting the procedures done. And then they're showing videos, day of, day after, couple of days after, and basically through the first 30 days of their recovery in a lot of cases. And that's a lot. That's a lot of social time that you're putting into your recovery. And so one of the things I wanted to point out is that the first 24 hours after surgery, I wasn't coherent enough to be able to do a video for anything. So the fact that they're making a point, that that's that important to them, that they have to do the video or they have to show any, changes or results, I think it's kind of silly to expect that you're going to see results immediately the same day of a surgery. It doesn't accumulate over time in that way, and it definitely doesn't disappear in a day. So they'll do a video and showing their stitches or their marks or whatever. And reality is, most of the doctors that I've been to, that I've seen, and that I've read about, recommend using a compression garment within the first 24 hours without removing it. And a lot of these females that I'm seeing, and I say females because I haven't seen any males, honestly, most of the procedures that I've seen were conducted on a female, and they removed their compression garment within the first 24 hours. Um, there's a reason that the doctor recommends that you use that. It is to, first of all, condense the swelling, so it helps keep all of it in a compact area, and they want the fluids to drain in the tubes the proper way it's supposed to. When you take that compression off of your stomach, you're releasing a lot of the tension that the garment's holding in. So that's one thing. And then I noticed that in a lot of the videos that I saw, the females were continuing, at least when I saw the videos that were recorded, to not utilize compression garments. And so they're, up, walking around their house, conducting normal everyday activities. They are, some of them going shopping, you know, just days after having this major surgery. And the videos that I'm seeing, I'm not seeing compression garments, you know, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Um, I think that whenever we put so much thought and time and effort into a single thing, we shouldn't just do the very bare minimum to get through and get by. We should try to strive and do what the recommendation or the requirements are in order to get the best results. And that is one of the things that these doctors have done lots of studying on. They've done lots of um, hands on experiments with their own personal patients, and they recommend these things for a reason. So, just a word of advice, if you're ever thinking about getting a abdominal reconstructive surgery of any kind, I apologize, I'm like all over the place. I'm super tired right now. But utilizing that time and doing what they say, going the extra, little bit and doing what they require or recommend, that's what's going to give you the ultimate result or the best result that you could possibly have. I myself, I have a chest to ankle compression garment that my doctor put me in. It is ridiculously tight. Even if I wanted to take it off, I don't think I would, just out of fear of hindering my tubes and my drainage and all of that. Um, it is so incredibly tight. I honestly don't know how they got it on me when I was dead weight asleep under the anesthetics. But um, so anyway, just for people that are really interested in reality, in like real nitty gritty, honest truth about what we should do, what we shouldn't do whenever we're going into a surgery as major as a panniculectomy or an abdominoplasty or, reconstructive abdominal surgery, anything that deals with your core, because it is not easy. You know, I feel like you got to have real options out there, real answers out there. Um, and it's not all pretty. It really isn't. So, anyway, that's just my food for thought for the day. I just wanted to throw that little tidbit out there and share with everybody. If you go into something like this, please make sure you follow the doctor's recommendations. Please make sure that you're doing all of those things, because it's not only them saying something to hear themselves speak, they're trying to get you your best results possible. Um, so, yeah, wear your compression garments. Make sure that you are getting up every couple of hours to walk around, even if it's just to go to the bathroom, and go sit right back down. I know I'm in a recliner. This has been my home now for the last 4 days. So, um, get up, move. Don't let your body be sedentary. Then you're going to be having issues with things like your tubes getting stuck or moving up into parts of your body they're not supposed to be in. So, do what the doctor asks. Make sure you follow their directions. Um, take your medications as prescribed. Keep in mind that your prescribed medications are for a reason. And if it says take every 4 to 6 hours, please take it every 4 to 6 hours, because you might be on your medications for, several hours in a row and think, oh, I feel pretty good. I'm just not going to take my dose for this hour. Don't do that. Don't let that pain snowball up on you, because then you're miserable and you're really, really, really going to be in pain and hurting, and your medication's not going to kick in as quick as you want it to. And so, trust me, just do what the doctor asked you to do. It's their job. They know what they're talking about. But other than that, so far so good. I did have my first post-op today. Didn't get my drains removed. I was not very happy about that. But now I understand better how I need to take care of them, or how I need to measure them anyways. So if you're looking at going into a procedure like this, make sure that afterwards, if you have drain tubes, which you should, it's just good health practice, to get all the excess fluids out of your body and help to reduce your swelling. But make sure that you empty your drains in regular a regular pattern. So like if you do it every day at 8 a.m. in the morning and 8 p.m., then do it every morning at 8 a.m. and every night at 8 p.m. and try to keep as consistent as possible. If you're only going to do it, once a day, or maybe your fluid's a lot more than that and you need to do it more, make sure that you keep your time periods consistent whenever you're tracking your fluid release. So that whenever you do go to your doctor after your surgery to hopefully get your tubes removed, they're going to look at the consistency of your fluids, whether it's bright red, dark red, clear, oily, whatever. And they're also going to look at the volume. So if you have 20 milliliters, 30, 35, 40, whatever, they're looking at those numbers for a reason. So make sure that you keep very consistent times. So don't do it at 8 a.m. one day and then 10 a.m. the next day and then 5 a.m. the next day. Do them at the same time every single day, preferably, if you can, anywhere from at minimum 1 to 2 times a day, and otherwise as needed. So those are just my tidbits of advice for now. I thought that those things would have been really, really good to know going into surgery for myself that I did not find answers to. So, yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in. Hit the button. Hit the like button. Told you I'm super tired. And maybe I'll have some more information for you guys later, a couple days. All right? Thanks. Bye.